Hi everybody, Alex here from Expert4x, and in today's video we're going to show you how we do 17 million optimizations to find the very best robot settings for our clients. And what's more, we do this every single month. So we manage to do 17 million optimizations in the space of 5 to 7 days. Now, crunching all that amount of data is pretty useless unless you can convert it into money-making information. So what you're going to be seeing in this video are two massive monthly databases that will tell you which EAs produce the best results, which currencies produce the best results, which time frames produce the best results, which strategies produce the results, and which produce the lowest drawdowns, or which EAs produce the highest success rate. You can also see your risk return ratio of every trade and how many trades are generated in a year, so you can get an idea of the volumes traded. So this is all very important information. Also, what's more, we allow you to download all of these settings. So there's a huge amount of settings that you can download, and we also provide you information such as equity charts. You can look at the equity charts before you download the settings so that you can see that the equity chart meets your particular needs. So this is an important video for existing clients as well as prospective clients. At the moment, we monitor our EA usage through our licensing system, and we can tell that there are 200,000 users of our total EAs every week. So there's a lot of people out there using our EAs, and this kind of information goes a long way to give them the confidence they need to use our EAs. Now, just to give you an idea of where the 17 million comes from, is we have two groups of settings that we provide. We provide the free ones, and we also provide premium settings. And the premium settings are paid settings. And if you look down this row here, you can see that there's a lot of EAs that we use, time frames, strategies, lots of currencies that we provide settings for. So the total for this group is 440, and we'll see that 440 pop up later on. We also provide MT4 and MT5 settings, and we test over 10,000 versions of every single setting. That's where we come to 8.8 million just for our free settings. Then on the premium side, we test fewer EAs, more time frames, and each strategy is regarded as a test. We have a lot more instruments. We trade indexes and in some cases cryptos. So there's a lot more instruments being traded, and we also provide MT4 and MT5 versions, and we do the 10,000 tests, in excess of 10,000 tests per setting, which comes to the 9.1 million, and that's where 17 million comes from. And that we boil the 17 million down to 900 settings, and I'm going to show you, when you look at the database, you can reduce those 900 settings right down to 1 or 2 or 3 that you want to trade. I must also point out that although we only test 10,000 for every setting, in fact there's a genetic algorithm that helps us reduce millions and millions of options to the most important options that there are. I must just state here that optimized settings are guides to settings that work best in the past 12 months, and that's how we base our optimized settings on. In the absence of anything else, that is one of the best sources of setting information. You do, however, have to calibrate those settings into your own broker account that you're using, and on your screen you can see one of the easiest calibration methods that you can use is the I wonder technique, and by looking at this video you can see how easy it is to calibrate your broker account to the optimized settings. More advanced traders can actually also use the visual modes provided by MT4 and MT5, and by looking at that they can make further adjustments to the set file settings that are provided. So you still have to do a little bit of work to get those set files to work on your particular personal broker. And the reason why you have to do that is that brokers tend to set their trading instruments up in slightly different ways to the broker that we might have used. So let's have a look at these two databases. As I mentioned on a previous slide, we have two databases, and I'm going to look at the free one first. And what's nice about the free one is that you can access it before you actually buy your EA. So if you go to our main website, which is expert4x.com, there is the button. It says up-to-date robot results and settings. So you just click on that and it will then give you the settings for most of our currently being for most of our EAs currently being used. And it also sorts them into profit order, so you can see which ones are our most effective EAs and from a profit point of view. And by clicking on that link you can get further details, but I'll show you a little bit more as we go along, because what we've added in the last month is a full database of all the settings. So I'm going to click on that database. There we are. There's the database, and I'm just going to sort it properly. Okay, there it's nicely sorted now. And what's nice about this database here, we have various markets. The free one only has Forex, so that's Forex. You can then look at it by EA, you can sort the results out, but as it is at the moment, there are 440 optimizations shown here, and you can look at the strategies used, the leverage, the time frames, the symbols used, and the basis, which is fixed lots. We try to use fixed lots so that we can compare apples with apples, and then you can look at the profitability of each optimization run. What's also nice is you can look at the drawdowns that come out, and you can actually sort the drawdowns. You can say, all right, I want to see the EA with the smallest drawdown, or I want to see the EA with the biggest drawdown. You can also look at the EA with the most trades or the least trades, and so there's a lot of information that comes out of this database. You can also look at the average loss made by the EA, as well as the average profit. And obviously if the average profit is so much higher, that is really good. And you can sort by profitability. So here you can see there are some EAs out there that have 100% success rates and a very high success rate, 95 all the way down. So there's various ways you can use this database. It's very user friendly. You can use it before you make your EA purchases, and as I say, this is kept very up to date in the first 5 to 7 days of the month. The previous month's information is provided. Another thing I can show you here is that if you are interested in those particular settings, all you do is you click on the link. It will then take you to the actual optimizations done for that particular EA, and here you can see the result of 52,000, and you can see the results going down there. And what is nice is that if you want to now download the set files, there's an MT4 version and an MT5 version of those particular set files. So really a lot of information available to you. Furthermore, if you scroll down, there's an analysis of the actual settings that produced the results. And if you go even further down, you can see the equity charts of the various settings. So you can see the drawdown periods and the growth periods and that type of thing. So a lot of information provided. You can also see the test template that we use to optimize the EA, so that is available to you. If you want to do your own optimization, you can take that as a guide. Furthermore, if you click on, as you can see, we do it on 3 modes: open prices, control points, and every tick. If you want to see the every tick results on a trading account, you click on that, and there is the trading account. You can see every trade that has been made in this optimization process. There's the equity chart. Here's more statistics that you can study. There are the settings that we use, and so on. So you get an amazing amount of information using this particular database. Then if we look at the premium database, remember there are the two. There's a free one anybody can access. The premium ones are in a paid forum. It's $24 a month to be a member of that forum, and there are huge benefits all over the place. But if you go down here to optimization services, you look at the robot settings here, and we click on that, and it will bring up a option to see specific robot settings or the total database settings. So I'm going to click on the total database, and it takes us to a facility that will allow us to log into the premium total database. So I'm going to do that, and we are now in the premium members database, and you'll see that there's a lot more advanced settings available. We're testing different leverage. So let's go through what is available. Firstly, if you look at the market, we've got some crypto, we've got forex, we've got indexes, and we've got metals. So a much bigger choice for traders. We've got most of the EAs, we've got different strategies, but the big thing here, we're also testing these very low settings that apply to UK and the Australian and the US markets. So you can look at leverages of 20 to 1 or 30 to 1. Really fantastic. We also have a bigger variety of time frames. You can see here from 5 minutes right up to 4 hours. So a much bigger variety of time frames, and the symbols are a lot bigger because they include indexes and all kinds of other areas. And again, with this one, you can do exactly the same as I've shown you before. You can sort by profitability, you can sort by drawdowns, you can sort by average loss, average gain, profitability percentages, and as you can see here again, you've got a lot of EAs that have got 100% success rates, 90% success rates, and so on. So these databases really enable our clients to have a fast start because we've already analyzed the settings for them. They still have to do that refinement that I mentioned earlier, but at least this is the first good kickoff start when you're trading our EAs. So just to repeat, if you are an owner of one of our EAs, join the premium forum for these more advanced settings, or use the free settings that are available on this link. If you are considering purchasing any of our EAs, then I would also say that you use this to get a feel of the profitability of the EA that you have in mind. And then just a quick reminder, if you click on this banner here on our main website, you go to some really fantastic broker offers where you can get all of our EAs and trading instruments that are worth well over $4,000 by opening and funding a $4,000 account with selected brokers on this particular web page. I'll give you the link to this page in the description and commentary of the video. You also get 12 months free premium forum membership thrown in with that particular deal. If you do have any questions, please raise them in the commentary provided by YouTube, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope I've shown you the immense amount of effort that goes into providing our client support for our EAs. From me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.